Hi, this is Mrs. Janeski here with a tutorial on how to do question number 3 from the Chapter 7 test on slope. So question number 3 says, for each pair of slope ratios, decide if the slopes are equal or if one is greater than the other. If they are equal, write equal. If one is greater than the other, circle the greater slope. Explain your reasoning. On the test on Google Forms, we didn't have you explain your reasoning, but I'm going to go through and show you the work on how to tell whether two slopes are equivalent. So A is asking us to compare 8/9 and 10/11. We know those numbers are both very close to 1, but a good way to compare them, just like question 1 from the test, is to find a common denominator. So on A, my common denominator in 9 and 11 is 99. So I'm going to take 8/9 and multiply it by my giant 1, 11 over 11, and I get 88 over 99. Then I'm going to take 10/11 and multiply that by 9 over 9, and I get 90 over 99. Well, the larger slope has the largest numerator, so therefore 10/11 is our larger slope. All right, moving on to B, we have 2 over 11 and 1/6. If we look at those denominators, we are going to set a common denominator of 66. So in order for me to get this with a denominator of 66, I'm going to multiply it by my giant 1 of 6 over 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 11 times 6 is 66. Let's take a look at 1/6. In order for me to get a common denominator of 66, I need to multiply my 1/6 by 11 over 11, and I get 11 over 66. So if we're comparing these two slope ratios, we can say that 2/11 is the larger slope ratio. Finally, let's compare 12/18 and 20/30. We're going to take a little bit of a different approach here. Both of these are not in their lowest terms, so we're going to reduce these fractions using our giant 1, but we're going to divide by our giant 1. 12 and 18 have a factor of 6 in common. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 6 over 6, or my giant 1 of 6 over 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So let's look at 20/30 now. I'm going to divide top and bottom by 10, or I'm dividing by my giant 1, 10 over 10, because their common factor is 10. So 20 divided by 10 is 2. 30 divided by 10 is 3. So these happen to be equal to each other. Now, here is your reassessment question to replace number 3. It says, for each pair of slopes, decide if the slopes are equal or if one is greater than the other. If they are equal, write equal. If one is greater than the other, circle the greater slope and explain your reasoning. You're going to submit your answer in the Google form below this video, and you're going to check the box for each A, B, and C saying whether the first fraction, the second fraction is greater, or if they are equal.